Good afternoon, guys. So we're back, finally. It's been a while, I know. I always say this. Got a slightly better reason this time. I actually got married back in September. So it's been pretty flat out for that. And then, just having a bit of a time to relax and kind of recharge. But we're back at it. And not only are we back at it, but we are back at it in Flight Simulator 2024. Now, it's a tough one, this, right? So, I purchased 2024. I didn't pre-order it. I think it came out on Tuesday. So I'm recording this on Monday the 25th. And I think it came out on Tuesday whatever that would have been, 19th, something like that. And I followed the launch and I purchased it the day after, I think. Waited for it all to die down a little bit before I did my download and first run, because I know there was a lot of problems with streaming and all this stuff. So I thought, well, there's no point just sitting there fighting it, as we don't have day one backwards compatibility with a lot of aircraft. I know Phoenix have just released a 2024 experimental, and people are having varying successes with things like fly-by-wire and some other bits and pieces. But I know PMDG are struggling really hard because theirs is the C++ WASM stuff's not running great 2020 compatibility. So I know they're struggling a bit. It'll all come. We had this with 2020, and it took a while to iron those bugs out. At least, touch wood, we've got a better base platform than we started with 2020. So I've had a little bit of a fly around at my home airport just down the road from me, an old airfield. So what I thought I'd do is I did my initial career mission just to get the introduction out the way. So what I thought I'd do is carry on with my career. So that's what this series is going to be, and I'm going to kind of pepper it with full flights and other bits and pieces as and when they become available. So I might do a Phoenix flight. It's a bit of a struggle at the moment. So for example, I loaded in the InnyBuilds A330 at Heathrow, and the terminal building just didn't load. I had all the jetways and just an empty space where the terminal building is supposed to be. The streaming idea is great, and the install was quick because it streams so much from the cloud. And I know that, I think Seb replied to say that the option to mark stuff for download is coming. They just couldn't get it into the initial release, and we should have it by Christmas. But I think that, I know 2020 streams a lot, right? The photogrammetry and stuff is all downloaded from the cloud anyway. But I think that there needs to be a way, even if you have to do it by region, so if you fly in the UK and you're traveling and you want to be able to play the game, you can say, right, I want to download the data for this region, because I can't see this as a long-term solution. Streaming is great when it works, but we'll see. So maybe that will come. But anyway, I'll stop rambling and let's go into career. So as I say, I did the initial flight just to kind of familiarise myself a bit with the flight model. So we'll see how we get on. So I think the first thing is going to be my PPL.
You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time.
Well, let's hope so. I've also changed the keyboard back to there's a 2020 profile, which may have broken the walk around, but apparently it's a bit better because the cockpit controls are the same as what they were in 2020, but we'll see.
There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look.
Sorry about that slight interruption. So yeah, it looks like the next step is we need to be getting our PPL. So we will go into certification.
Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
Right, so yeah, so first thing is going to be private pilot license. So let's click on that.
All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Okay. So let's... Right, so I've hit sim controls. I'm just going to work through them. So, time to learn the basics. Before getting to know more about aircraft, go over the basics of toolbar and the general tools. Okay. So let's hit the start training. Just turn my lights on in here. So let's see what we've got to do. Now hopefully this is going to work even though I've changed the keyboard bindings or the keyboard profile to 2020 rather than 2024. But we'll see. Wait for this to load. Right, so there we go. Now I might have edited that to make it shorter, we'll see. So let's hit start. And
welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it.
Shift I, K, J and L. Now I'm going to guess that the reason it's like this is because I'm guessing this is because I've changed the profile.
In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode.
Okay, so that's how you move the camera around with the keyboard.
The cursor is handy for interacting with menus and cockpit controls or instruments.
Not that I'm ever going to do that, so that's
As you can see, activating the cursor also displays the toolbar at the top of the screen.
Yep.
The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the controls panel. The controls panel is a useful reminder of the button layout for the devices you're currently using. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar.
So a lot of this
The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now.
Very loud, isn't she? I'm not sure why the voice needs to be that loud.
In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft.
Let's see if we can sound. Let's turn that on. And let's turn her voice down a bit. I don't think we need her voice to be that loud. So let's change that down and see how that works. Right. So let's resume. So what did she want me to do?
In the simulation, you will be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice.
Why is she no quieter? Well, I hope that her voice is actually connected.
So, let's hide the yoke for now.
I think that might be quieter.
Alright, as we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in the cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see. Even through a window to look outside. Now, reset the camera to its original position. Alright, that covers all the main camera functions available in the simulation. Try to familiarize yourself with them a bit more, then reset the camera to its original position whenever you're done.
Right, so let's just move it and then reset it just to get that out of the way. Cool, right. Now, none of that's going to be useful at all for anyone that's played 2020, but it's good to go through it, right? So we'll go back to certification. Now, do I go through all of these, or do I just let's just go straight to the first solo flight, because we know how to fly. So we might regret this, but take off, climb, crosswind, downwind, base, flaps. Right. Let's see how this goes. It's either going to go terribly and we're going to fail, or we're going to get our PPL in no time, and then we unlock some aircraft and we can crack on. So let's see. Let's see if this loads any quicker than the previous one. Oh yeah, that's much quicker. Right. So I'm going to hit start.
It's time. Your first solo flight.
Oh.
I'll be watching from the ground.
My hardware throttles weren't at idle.
But something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember everything we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side.
That was odd. I don't know why the throttles were going up on their own, but... Right. I'm happy. Right, let's see how this goes. So, full power. And we're off, 2024. Let's get that private pilot's license. Hey, there we go. Right, so we've got to maintain 75 knots, 5,300 feet. So bring the power back a bit. Going well so far. It's difficult because I feel like it flies a lot better than 2020 did, but it's difficult to know if I'm just telling myself that, because I can't really remember what I thought about 2020 when it first came out. So downwind. bit fast. So I brought that power back there to try and get down to 75 knots. Right, we want 6,000 feet. Bit of power. Scenery looks decent. Yeah, it's hard, you know. It's hard to remember what out the box 2020 was like. Doesn't want to climb. Maybe that's normal. Round we go. Yeah, I'm not going to hit that 6,000 feet, I don't think. Which makes me think I'll probably lose points for that, I guess. For being too low. Not sure what happened, what's going on here, and why the power just keeps going. Why the power keeps going up on its own. God, I've made a right hash of this. Looks like we're going round again. Yeah, that didn't go very well. I'm not sure what's going on with... The power went up, even though... Power went up even though it was on idle. So, let's see. See what happens this time. See, it did it again there. The power's dropping. Power's dropping for no reason. Unless it's on. Unless it's, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Right. Right, we're about to turn base. This seems a bit more controlled. That's better. Still not my best, but and stop.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea.
Well, that's
You're on your way
rude,
to
isn't it?
becoming one hell of a pilot.
More practice. I'm not sure I'm going to have done very well with that. Yeah, that's not great. Not ideal. I think I'm going to go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. So, standard traffic pattern. ,000 feet. So, taxi towards the runway. Takeoff 102. 1,000 feet. Let's see. I don't think it's going to go very well, but leave the clouds on. Right, let's see how badly we fail this.
It's time. Your first ever check ride.
Mm.
Start by removing the covers and chocks. Then join me inside.
Right. Covers off. Chocks off. Covers off. Done. In we go. Right, I'm not going to faff and do the proper startup, just so in the interest of time.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds. Rely on what you have learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Ground Cessna Golf, Zulu Kilo Tango, Zulu, ready to taxi departure to the east with Tango. Cessna Golf, Zulu Kilo Tango, Zulu taxi to and hold short of runway 23 using taxiway Echo. Contact tower on 118.902 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 23 using taxiway Echo Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu.
Right, cool. So, brakes released. Let's have a little look from the outside. Nice little airfield, this. Now I think this is the airfield near my house, because I'm pretty sure for this it does these missions at your home airfield that you choose. So when I first started the career, I had to choose my home airfield. Right. So we're off. So this is a paid scenery, but it's a 2021. So this is just copy and pasted into the 2024 community folder, and it appears to work. Granted, I don't know enough to know if it's proper or not, but... There we go, so we stopped at the hold short.
Tower Cessna Golf. Zulu Kilo Tango Zulu at runway 2 tree ready for departure, east departure.
Golf. Zulu Kilo Tango Zulu QNH 10, 1 tree departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 tree.
See, something weird's going on with the throttle. Because again, why did it just go full power?
Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu, did you copy?
Clear for takeoff, runway 2 tree Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu.
Right, let's go. Nice and slow. Right. Not my best takeoff, but I'll blame that on the new flight model. I'm still getting used to.
Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu, continue for east departure.
Tower Cessna Golf. Zulu Kilo Tango Zulu continue for east departure. Tower Cessna Golf. Zulu Kilo Tango Zulu.
Well, it's going well so
1,100
far.
feet to land.
I mean, as I say, wasn't my best takeoff, but
Zulu Tower. QNH 10, 1 tree, enter right downwind, runway 2 tree.
Enter right downwind runway 2 tree Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu.
Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu, wind calm, clear to land, runway 2 tree.
Clear to land runway 2 tree Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu.
Well, we're down. Again, I had to lose that speed far too quickly, I think. So let's go flaps up so that we don't stop. Easy does it.
Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu contact ground on 118.902.
118.902 for Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu.
And there we go. See, I did it again. I don't... What is making it go full power? Because I've no idea if it's something I'm doing, but I'm not touching my throttles. Strange. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Like, what? Why? Look, what?
Ground Cessna Golf, Zulu Kilo Tango Zulu taxi to parking. Cessna Golf, Zulu Kilo Tango Zulu taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Bravo. Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Bravo Cessna Kilo Tango Zulu.
Well, why bring me round here if I've then got to go back round there? Bit of a shortcut. That's weird. I don't know why it would take me somewhere where I'd then have to do a U-turn. Well, I wonder if we're going to pass. I'm not holding out much hope. I think I'm going to fail. I'm going to have to do it again. Just my gut feeling. As always, guys, if you're enjoying this first look into MSFS 2024, please do leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next episode of Career and any other MSFS 2024 videos that I put out. As I say, I'll be putting up as much as I can once I've tested, add-ons that supposedly are compatible. So, I haven't run the... I've done it again. I haven't run the Phoenix yet. I've installed it, but I haven't run it yet. no idea where it's taking me to park. In somebody's shed by the looks of it. Oh, it actually is as well. I mean, that's all well and good, but I don't know if it's going to fit in there. Well, it's not going to fit, so how am I supposed to... How am I supposed to park it in there if it doesn't fit through the door? Oh. That'll do. Parking brake. Engine off.
Great job. There's always room for improvement, right?
Oh, well, she's not... Oh, I passed. Blimey. Well, I didn't expect that. Nice. Hey! PPL. Single engine, good weather, takeoff and landing from land. Cannot fly for commercial purposes. Okay. New aircraft for missions. So we've got the 152, the 172. Oh, nice. Cool.
Congratulations on passing your PPL exam. Hopefully that's the first of many steps on your career path. Your PPL allows you to fly recreationally and begin to build up your flight hours. First flight missions are a great way to increase your experience. Let's go back to headquarters and review the specializations board to learn more. As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first step, allowing you to fly recreationally and perform first flight missions, taking people on tours around the local area.
Okay.
As you build up your flight hours and earn more certifications, other specializations will become available. Take a look around, then when you're ready, head to the missions list to see what's available.
Cool. Right, so if I go back to HQ and then missions.
On this map, you can see all the missions currently. There's one mission currently available. Select it now.
So what's this mission then? Cool. Right. What I'm going to do, guys, I think, is I'll stop this one there. Get this all done, and we'll do the mission as episode 2, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. You know, not my smoothest flying, but again, hope it was entertaining. Hope you get a nice, good look at the state of 2024 is much better than the state it was in when I tried to play last week, which is why I've kept this, kept these videos until now, just to make sure that the recording process was going to go okay. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, as I said before, please do hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos that will be coming, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.